And it's Kenny Omega with the slap to The Undertaker. And now a big time tombstone pile driver. And The Undertaker has defeated Kenny Omega here tonight at WrestleMania.
Kenny, you should have stayed down when you had the chance. Now, you are just another soul on The Undertaker's path of destruction. Now, me and my ministry will continue to wreak havoc across NLW.
The Undertaker watching his minions, the Ascension, in action here tonight. But look out from behind! Who is that cameraman? And it's Kenny Omega! Kenny Omega disguised and pulls one over on the dead man. And oh my goodness, the Young Bucks have been assaulted and taken out by the ministry. Clearly the Undertaker trying to get to Kenny Omega.
Undertaker, you can beat me up as much as you want, but do not get my friends involved in this. Bring out any one of your henchmen and I will beat their ass live tonight.
And Kenny Omega somehow, someway defeats Viscera with the V-trigger. But look out from behind, the Undertaker hitting the tombstone, sending a message to Kenny Omega.
You think you can keep me down, Undertaker? I'm still standing. I want a rematch inside Hell in a Cell.
Is Omega insane? Kenny Omega may have signed his own death wish.
Is this what you want, Kenny? A grave with your name on it? Because that's where you're headed. At Enter the Dragon, Hell in a Cell, I will put you in the ground 6 feet under.
I don't want to wait for Enter the Dragon. Undertaker, come down to this ring and let's fight right now. Well, Omega getting what he wanted, but Hell in a Cell coming early. And it was a ruse, a setup. The Undertaker and the ministry assaulting Kenny Omega.
And Enter the Dragon.
Inside Hell in a Cell,
You will
feel my fury.
rest in peace.
And now here we are. The first match they had at WrestleMania 4, The Undertaker defeated Kenny Omega. Now it has come to this. A Hell in a Cell match here tonight at Enter the Dragon. That is 20 feet high. 2 miles of chain. It can be your friend, it can also be your enemy. And we'll wait the arrival of the cleaner, Kenny Omega. And you look into the eyes of Kenny Omega, he has never stepped in a match quite like this in his career before. And you know what? I'm sure he'd have it never any other way. He asked for this. Kenny Omega made the challenge for this Hell in a Cell match. Many people thought he was crazy, many people thought he was insane. But tonight, the one-winged angel steps foot inside Hell in a Cell. And that is not the look of a man who hasn't thought this through. I'm sure he's been thinking of this since the moment he made the challenge. But he is not stepping in Hell in a Cell with any ordinary man. As the lights dim on this arena, Kenny Omega is stepping in the ring with a phenom, a dead man, The Undertaker. The Undertaker wanted to end the career of Kenny Omega at WrestleMania, and he did not get the job done. Tonight, though, his mission is to end Kenny Omega once and for all. The Undertaker has built up his Ministry of Darkness around him with the additions of Pentagon, who is now on the shelf. The additions also of the Ascension and Viscera. But tonight, Undertaker is left alone, locked inside Hell in a Cell. And Kenny Omega tells him to bring it on, and this Hell in a Cell match is underway. And these two warriors beating each other up, and what a boot by Kenny Omega. But the Undertaker comes right back at him with a series of shots of his own. And the Snake Eyes with a Hurricane Rana from Kenny Omega. And Omega, Rise of the Terminator, coming his way. No, the Undertaker back in with the diving clothesline, wiping out Omega. And the cleaner, he asked for this matchup, and already do you think he's regretting it? As Undertaker throws him into the side of the cage, and a dive over the top. The Undertaker wipes out Kenny Omega. The Undertaker flying through the air and crushes Kenny Omega. But my God, look at the height he gets. Over the top, crashing down onto Omega. And now on the shoulders and sent into the steel. The Undertaker, his mission is to destroy Omega, but look at Omega. He's got that fire extinguisher from underneath the ring and now sprays it in the eyes of the Undertaker and uses it as a weapon. No disqualifications in this one. Only way to win is pinfall or submission in the center of the ring. And a chair shot from Omega. And where is Omega going now? He's climbing the side of this cage with that steel chair, and look at that. The ollie on the back with the steel chair. Driving it, stomping into the Undertaker. And the Undertaker's been knocked a bit loopy here, and look at Omega using that table to run up and deliver the drop kick into the side of the cage. Kenny Omega may be a man, but he's also calculated. You see that on display with the missile drop kick from the top rope. As Kenny Omega waits for him, but my God, a sickening chair shot to the skull of Kenny Omega. And the Undertaker, oh my God, look at that strength. Press slamming Omega into the side of the steel cage. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's take a look at this again. Throwing him into the side of the cage wall. And Kenny Omega in a lot of trouble now as the Undertaker brings in the steel stairs. And not a choke slam. Going for a choke slam on the steel, but turns it around and a tiger suplex. The Snapdragon suplex, and oh my goodness, look at this. A double underhook pile driver on the stairs. Driving the Undertaker neck first on the steel. And picks him up. You can't escape. In for the cover and a kick out by the Undertaker. But where is Omega going now? What is he? Whoa, no. Oh my God. He's brought in the barbed wire bat, but a boot from the Undertaker stops that from being used against him. And look at this now. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Driving. Raking that barbed wire bat in the face of Omega. The barbed razor wire on his skull, and look at this again, trying to rake him and fishhook with that barbed wire bat. And now going to rake the face of Kenny Omega in the steel cage. That wire mesh and a catapult into the side of the cage and crushes him as well. And meanwhile, Omega sent back in. And the bear hug. Folks, this is only the 4th ever NLW Hell in a Cell match, and for good reason. It is brutal. As Omega drives Undertaker with that DDT on that barbed wire bat. And drives it into the skull. And another shot, no. The Undertaker has him held for the chokeslam. The Undertaker dropping Omega with the chokeslam. And now the Undertaker wants to put it away. Tombstone coming. But Omega fights it, going for the one-winged angel. But now chokes Omega. And a low blow with that barbed wire bat, and drop kicks him, and look at the way the Undertaker landed. He's caught up in the ropes and now raking that barbed wire bat in the face of the Undertaker. The Undertaker having that bat raked against his face, and that allows Omega to get out of it. And running off the ropes, Kenny Omega diving over, but caught. And the last ride through the table. The last ride, driving Kenny Omega through the table against the side of that cage. But we have to take a look back at this again, because this is incredible. He did it at WrestleMania as well. Look at this. And drives him right through the table. Just absolutely incredible. Now throws him into the cage wall again. Oh no, look at this now. Barbed wire board brought into play. And wants to deliver a chokeslam onto it. But flips out of it and delivers a V-trigger. And another V-trigger to the side of the skull of the Undertaker, and then one lasting blow to the back of the skull. And now Kenny Omega trying to lift him. Can he do it? Wants a powerbomb and backdropped onto the barbed wire. The flesh of Kenny Omega grating on the barbed wire. And a chair shot from the Undertaker to the spine of the cleaner. And Omega, he's in trouble. Tombstone. The Undertaker wants to spike him, but a reverse into a poison spike Rana. The poison spike Rana reversal from Omega, and drop kicks the Undertaker into the side of the cage. And where is Omega going now? Omega has climbed the side of the Hell in a Cell and a moonsault. A moonsault from the side of the cage. And Kenny Omega now bringing out more hardware, more tables, as Omega tries to take out the Undertaker. And check this out again. The poison spike Rana, and then climbing the side of the cage to deliver a moonsault. This has been intense, as we know it would be, and explosive, and now Omega concocting some sort of structure with those tables. But the steel stairs off the skull. And the Undertaker wipes out Omega and delivers a slam on the steel stairs as well. And now looks at those tables and, oh my goodness. Undertaker wants the last ride through the tables, but look out! Omega hanging on to the top of the Hell in a Cell. Omega holding on to the top and dives down, but caught. And a tombstone pile driver. But Omega kicks out. Somehow, someway, Kenny Omega kicks out of the tombstone pile driver. How is he still in this? It is absolutely incredible what these two men will go through to hurt each other, as Omega miscalculated that dive and got hit with a tombstone, but somehow managed to kick out. I can't believe it. And the Undertaker can't believe it also. He's raking the face of Omega in the side of the cage, and he's back in, but Omega with a chair shot off the skull. And now throws the steel stairs into the face of Undertaker. And the dead man in trouble, and a spine buster on the barbed wire, and he still kicks out. What more does he have to do? And the barbed wire board against the spine of the Undertaker, and a V-trigger to it. The V-trigger to the barbed wire, crushing the spine of the Undertaker, and he is in big trouble. But, oh wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, here comes the Ministry of Darkness. And look at the strength of Viscera. He ripped open the door And a V-trigger to him. Viscera powerfully ripping the door off its hinges and a Rise of the Terminator tope con hello. And Omega and the Undertaker on the outside of the cage, and what the hell? Where is... Oh my god. The Undertaker scaling the side of the Hell in a Cell. And now Kenny Omega joins him. And Omega and the Undertaker now gonna fight on top of Hell in a Cell. And the Snapdragon on the top of the Hell in a Cell and a stomp as well. Kenny Omega's a madman. And an arm drag for good measure as well. And now, oh my god, V-trigger, no! Oh my god, that was close. Undertaker nearly fell off the Hell in a Cell. And he's hanging on by a thread. Oh no. Omega frightened by the throat. And oh my god! Good God Almighty, he fell from the Hell in a Cell. And the Undertaker looks down at the corpse he just threw off of this roof. Look at this again. From the top of Hell in a Cell. Thrown off as we look again in slow motion. That's actually insane. Words cannot describe it. And the Undertaker may have won this one already. And look at Omega. Omega stirring. Somehow. What is he doing? What the hell is he doing? He is climbing back to the top of Hell in a Cell. And the Undertaker wailing away on him. But how is Omega still fighting? But a chokeslam on top of the roof. Omega, it may be a matter of time before it's over for him. And the Undertaker wants to finish it with a tombstone. But a V-trigger from Omega. Where the hell did he find that from? Oh my. Kenny Omega. Oh no. On the shoulders. And the one-winged angel. Through the roof. And Kenny Omega has defeated The Undertaker here in Hell in a Cell. An absolutely incredible, just, I'm honestly speechless. They fell through the roof. We have to look at the replays of this one. I mean, you hit the tombstone, Omega kicks out, he hits a V-trigger, then the Ministry gets involved, but Omega manages to wipe them out, and then this. I thought it was over. Omega getting thrown from the top of Hell in a Cell, comes back up to hit a V-trigger, and then turning the tombstone into a one-winged angel through the roof, through two tables to the canvas below. And now the Ministry checking over their leader. But I can tell you for certain, both The Undertaker and Kenny Omega will never, ever be the same again after this matchup. It is absolutely insane what these two men put each other through. The Undertaker laid out, and Kenny Omega defeats the dead man inside Hell in a Cell.